Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Coffee Company, where we're joined today by a very special guest. Mr. Brad Matthews is in the building.
Hello everybody, how you doing, alright?
How are you today, Brad?
I'm really good. It's a long trip up here, but well worth it.
Yeah.
Coffee's brilliant, I have to say. Looking forward to my next one.
We're going to have a coffee in a sec, but firstly, we're going to welcome some of our friends into the chat. Mr. Anthony Gray's in the building. Say hello, Ben, hello all. Early coffee today, I see. I don't mind. Any excuse for an early cuppa sounds good to me. Absolutely. Yeah, we're starting early because I have to leave early today to go to the hygienist at the dentist. So it's a shame that, but oh well. It means I get to go home early. Views on Spurs is in the house, saying big up, Ben. Lovely to see you in here for the second day in a row. It's really nice of you. And the Bottom Deucer is in the house, massive supporter of everyone. Hello, sir. Hopefully you are well. Right. Because Brad is in the house, we're actually going to do something slightly different today, and we're going to talk about music for some stupid reason. Mm-hmm. I don't know much about music, except that I like music. What's Anthony Gray saying? He's saying something. Tottenham supporter. That's the one. I think there are too many there are so many. Right. To start, what would you like as a coffee?
I will have a black coffee, please.
Yeah.
Whatever's your decent black coffee.
Yeah, we really should have set on my e-cup can, but we're going to do it. Let's go with... How's everyone in the chat today? Hopefully all is well. Hopefully all is well.
Enjoying the sunshine. Well, in London anyway. And because I can't afford a really expensive coffee machine, Ben's going to show me how to do it in this plunger thing, which I can afford.
It's another day where I'm not able to roast this coffee that I've been saying I've got to roast for a month. Right. So we're going to go for our Coffee Festival special, which is this one.
Yeah, I've got to smell it.
Yeah.
Oh, you just cannot beat that smell.
So, you've got to do a very coarse grind, but of course, if you've got a French press, I'm going to pre-grind it for you if you want to take some home.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah. So we're going to do a very coarse ground. So we'll do about 12, I reckon. Water. Good day, Ben. Lovely to see you, Mr. Aaron Dub. Is that Mr. Brad with you? Yes, it is, sir.
Hello, Aaron. How you doing?
And Views on Spurs is saying, how long did it take for you to get to the shop?
I live in Ealing Broadway, or Ealing, which is the other side of the Central Line. If you know the Central Line, it took me about an hour and 10 minutes. And that was with relatively not much time waiting for trains.
Yeah.
The irony being is it's actually quite close to where I was born, so.
So feel free, if you've got any questions in the chat for Brad, feel free to send them in, and then Brad can answer them. It's very, because mostly everyone's giving you questions, so this is much more of a. I'm going to turn the music up actually. There we go. We need that lo-fi.
Who designed your logo?
Yeah?
Who designed your logo?
Oh, my friend Yvonne Ellen, who's a very famous now designer of, she works for a company called Yvonne Ellen, or she owns it, she's the founder of it, yeah. And she designs stuff like my lovely teapot, which I have over here. So she does very high class pottery.
Yeah. Wow.
And so she designed my logo. And it's the best logo of any coffee shop ever, confirmed in my opinion.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
And yours with 2 Fs?
Yeah, 2 Fs. Yeah. 2 Fs. And it's got my flat cap and I like peace. So Basically, it's the best logo ever. Great dedication, Brad. Good to see the Spurs together. Absolutely. Great to see you, lads. I'll listen while I work. I'll fuel Brad up, Ben. Get him hyper on caffeine. Maybe.
I don't need to be much hyper as I am normally, so.
I know you're going to talk about music, but any chance before that we could hear your thoughts on the Paratici news I'm waking up to? Read any bans possibilities? Will this affect some transfers? I think with the Paratici news, I think he's only banned from doing transfers in Italy. Because it's...
I don't know much about it.
I don't either. I've not really asked anyone.
It's not certain though, is it? It's just a possibility.
They've recommended it, but doesn't mean it will happen. So I don't physically know.
And I think he could probably appeal as well. If he go to another court or tribunal or whatever it is they use.
The bottom duter has given us a lovely £3. Thank you, sir, for the donation.
Thank you.
That's really nice of you. And thank you so much for supporting the channel. And feel free to stick around as thank you so much for the dono. It's really helpful.
Move my chair again because I'm sort of on the edge there. There we go.
So because this is this is a very simple recipe for making filter coffee, which was it's called the Hoffman method because Mr. James Hoffman came up with it.
Right.
But it's a very simple recipe. We've got 30 grams of coffee in there, and we're putting about half a litre of water in there.
Right. Yep.
And what the basics is, we dump the water in there, and we wait for a crust to form. When the crust forms, we're going to break it after 2 minutes.
Yep.
And then we're going to leave it for another 5 minutes.
Wow.
And that should remove all the bitterness out. At 5 minutes, we're going to remove the crust because that's where all the bitterness, and that's why French coffee usually tastes really bitter.
Okay.
So never remove the crust from it. So the idea of this brew method is to make it as easily and as tasty as possible.
Yeah.
So we're going to put 500 grams of water in and start the timer.
And if I forget all this, I just watch the replay of the show.
Absolutely. It's almost very similar to what we call in the coffee trade as Brazilian cupping, which is done in much smaller cups like this, but it's on a much bigger scale. It's basically just getting all the best flavours out of the coffee and not mucking about with the coffee, so it really works and it makes the coffee really nice and light. What instruments do you play, Brad? A guitar like Ben?
Yes, I've been playing guitar for about 2 years now. When I was 15, 16, I sort of knew about 3 chords and then I just forgot about it.
3 chords is all you need.
Yeah, exactly. Ask AC/DC.
Yeah. Greatest band of all time. That.
So I've been playing guitar for 2 years and I'm still what I class as a beginner stage. Getting that step to intermediate is a bit of a step, but I'll get there. I do play a bit of keyboards as well. I've got a keyboard at home which I haven't touched for years, but I do play a bit of keyboards. So.
The bottom is that true that Conte got tested positive? Yes, he did. But there are no COVID rules in the UK anymore, so even if he's ill, he can still do the match. So,
yeah.
He probably's got no symptoms, which is probably why. But I think by Saturday, he'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, we were speaking earlier, and nowadays, if it's the version of COVID that I had, you're a bit groggy for 2 days, and that's it. And you said you didn't have any sort of thing, so I don't think it's an issue. I don't think you certainly couldn't postpone a game if you're watching Arteta.
Every gunner is a runner. Not even, 13 minutes, we're all talking crap about Arsenal. I think that's the point of the stream, isn't it?
Best young team in the world, Ben.
Best young team in the world. I loved that video. Thank you. Yeah, brilliant. Big up views on Spurs for doing my job for me. It's great. Yeah, we're just mostly. If you've ever seen French coffee, usually you would see it's already like dark, which means bitter. So this is not going to, because it's a lighter roasted coffee. It means we can brew it all day and it's still not going to be bitter. Oh, the timer has stopped. Of course. That's fine. I think it's been going for about 3 minutes. So what we're going to do is it's okay. We can guesstimate. You break the crust, leave it another minute, and then you remove the crust, and then leave it for a further 4 minutes.
Well, I use my timer and my microwave for everything. So.
Yeah. You always use the timer for everything.
Yeah.
Same as playing an instrument, a metronome.
Yeah,
I don't play with a metronome because I'm useless. I should just use my phone.
You can. What you should do is try and find a drum thing, a drum machine.
Sparker's drums.
Yeah, because then you can get whatever time you want, and it's like you're playing with a drummer.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I find it a
I was
lot
actually
easier.
playing with my brother and I could hear myself over the drums.
Oh really?
You can't. It's why the only way I could hear myself over my brother is if I bought a 100-watt Marshall.
Oh right.
That's
right.
how loud he is.
Yeah. Wow. That is loud then, because a 100-watt Marshall will blow you away.
I'd want one of those anyway.
I mean, my 5 watts are actually.
I love it, Ben. Yeah.
My 40-watt one's loud enough, and I very rarely have that on incredibly loud.
That's the Spark as well, right? 40 watts.
Yeah.
That's quite loud though. Though.
Yeah.
I love the Spark.
The Spark is a very good amplifier actually. It's got a lot of fancy things in it, but if you want
to just an amp, it's really good.
It is, yeah. The tones are good. You can download tones.
Tone Cloud,
yeah. I find it really good. I got a great David Gilmour from. It's called Breathe from Pink Floyd album, Dark Side of the Moon. It's just a really nice sound. I know we had a discussion on WhatsApp about Orange amps. The actual Orange amp is really good on there as well.
I just have a Plexi sound. I've got 4 sounds. I've got probably I need to change it because I'm not happy with it. It's too clean. It's like clean but sparkly clean. Put that on a neck pickup on a Gretsch. It's like angels are singing in the room. It's like, but it's just like I don't play that tone ever. I have my Queen style AC30 sound, which is just an AC30 gunned. Then I have my Marshall sound, which is just a Marshall gunned. And then I've got a a Bassman style, which I use for my rockabilly sounds.
These are all parts of different amplifiers, if anyone's wondering. But the Bassman, that's started off with a bass amp, didn't it, when they started developing it?
My sis in Aix-de-Provence in France sends me coffee beans from some local roaster there, really nice. Always sends me different types each time, but always beautiful and fresh. Great stuff. It's what we like to see. You gotta have fresh coffee.
Oh, yes.
We've got another couple of minutes.
Sometimes I buy coffee just to open it and smell it. You know? This is brilliant.
I mean, like, for example, this is unroasted, this one. This is a special one I'm gonna do soon. The smell is ridiculous if we open this one.
Oh wow, yeah.
I haven't got my EPUB camera, but this is the unroasted coffee I was looking at yesterday from Kenya, which we're going to be calling the Victor.
Actually, yeah, when I was saying to you earlier, when I bought Mum and Dad a coffee percolator thing, the first coffee we used was Kenyan.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was really, really nice.
Kenyan coffee's amazing.
Yeah.
But we're calling this one the Victor after my favourite Kenyan footballer, Mr. Victor Wanyama.
Oh, yeah.
Ben, your fire screen you talk about is possibly changing. We can't see it. Is it above you and the camera? How about a nice winter snow blizzard during hot summer days? And we've actually got a fish tank on, which is really nice for the summer.
Yeah, I tried to feed the fish when I got here and suddenly realised that's the screen. That's how good it is.
And in the summer, when it's really hot, I will probably go for a beach with the sea rolling in and the surf sounds, and we'll probably be playing some surf rock music because I'm a massive fan of surf rock. Who's your favourite surf rock guy?
Well, I don't know a lot. The guy who did the tune on what's the film? Yeah, see, as you get older, your memory goes.
Mizzaloo, Dick Dale and his Deltones.
The guy who did that, he was on this Australian TV show a long time ago, and he did the Jewish song.
Yeah, having to get that as well. Yeah.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Yeah, he does that.
Unbelievable.
Dick Dale was an unbelievable guitar player.
Oh,
he played in a very strange way though. He actually had his strings flipped. You know, like Hendrix had his guitar flipped. He had his strings, so the lower strings were at the top.
Oh, really?
And the lower strings were at the bottom.
Wow.
Which is how he's able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how.
Oh, that's just amazing.
Yeah, Dick Dale was and he was left-handed as well, so he flipped the guitar and then flipped the strings over. So.
When you're learning guitar, the best thing I ever learned or heard was comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Because you see some of these guitarists and you think, oh my god, I can't do that, and then you, like one guy at the if anyone's been to the Ground, the number 8 bar, they have a band in there that plays just covers. And I was chatting to him, and he'd been playing for 29 years, so it does take a, and you're always learning, aren't you, with guitar?
You're always
learning. You never get it correct.
So the idea of the way I brewed this is you have no silt in the bottom of the cup.
Ah, right. So we'll let it cool a little bit.
Yeah, you can let it cool.
Yeah. Certainly smells nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I love surf rock. Surf rock, Dick Dale, the Trashmen are brilliant.
Yeah.
So many, the Beach Boys. You can't.
Oh yeah. Although I think only the drummer was a surfer, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The only one that went surfing.
Did you watch the movie Telstar on TV? No, I didn't.
Oh, what's that about? What's Telstar about?
I didn't watch that. Give us a brief synopsis, Mr. Anthony Gray.
Because there was a song by Tornadoes called Telstar.
Yeah.
Which I've got a very. We used to send tapes to each other, my family, and my cousin, who's probably 70 now, was a little kid singing that. Apparently, that was the. We sent it to my half sister in America, and it's basically saying this is what's top of the charts at the moment.
Some horrible football news has just come out. We're going to talk about this for a bit more, and we're going to. That's stupid.
What's that?
According to Sky, from 2024, they're going to be offering 2 wildcard places in the Champions League for historic success.
What?
So basically, you can get into the Champions League without even getting in the Champions League. So basically, that's just for Man United, isn't it? It's for Man United.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, we could argue. That we've got history.
We've never won anything though.
No.
Hello. That's me.
Ben's got a customer.
Drinking or to take away? Of course. No problem. Have you been good? Okay, brilliant. Yeah, that's great. Brilliant. Does that fit under my machine? No, it does not. So we're going to have to do it. Yeah, so coming through, yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you here Monday to Friday?
Monday to Friday, 10 to 6.
Okay.
How do you advertise, Ben? How do people?
I don't.
Oh.
Basically, my advertisement is people liking the coffee and telling their friends.
Oh,
Like
okay.
this gentleman
Right.
here.
Okay.
So I went to the shop, that artisan shop here that serves Monmouth.
Yes.
It's just down there. So I was telling them that I like coffee.
Yeah.
They said,
No, visit Ben.
and they said, look, we do Monmouth here, but if you really like the coffee, come visit Ben. So, which I quite liked, that they were quite open.
That's
to
good,
it.
man. That's
If
good.
you
That's good
actually
to see
want
that.
nice. So,
We're best friends at the Broadway deli, so they will always send people there, and they will send people here. I send people there.
and you roasted yourself here.
I roast everything myself. I source everything. I roast everything, and then I make everything.
Amazing.
I'm a dictator, basically.
Well, if it's good coffee, then I don't mind. How come on the weekend? Surely that would be like your busiest day.
Because I don't open on Shabbos, because I don't keep Shabbos religiously, but I don't want to work on Shabbos.
Okay.
And Tottenham play usually on a Sunday, so basically, not from next year though. Tottenham are going to be playing on a Saturday as well. So
Hopefully, hopefully, yeah, hopefully. That's very nice, Ben. Cheers, everybody. I'd like to see me with a coffee rather than a beer.
Oh, were you greeting the screen, is it?
Yeah, I've got my stream
sorry.
on at the moment.
Oh, wow, okay.
So yeah.
So you're at this moment live.
Okay.
Yeah, we do a wellness stream here for people to come here and get out the rigors of the horrible. I think I put too much in there, possibly. But there you go. I'm not going to attempt because I'll make a mess.
No, it's okay. Is it exclusively coffee you do here, or
Yes.
do you do anything else?
Exclusively coffee. Because I don't want to do food, because I don't have to get a food hygiene license, because that's a nightmare.
And then you sell it as well?
Yes.
In person or online as well?
Both. And my website finally works, but if you want something nice, come here and we can have a chat.
Yeah,
We've got some new specials coming up.
Amazing.
Oh. There we go.
Actually, you use oat milk. Actually,
Yeah.
that's what I have. Very, very nice.
Brilliant. All done.
That's really nice.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Lovely to meet
It was
you.
nice meeting you. You'll definitely see me soon. I work on Wednesday. So
Brilliant stuff. I'll see you then.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye bye.
Oh, we got some ridiculous. It's getting silly now. Yes, it is. Alan is saying, hi, Ben and Brad. Lovely to see you, Al.
Hi, Alan.
Hopefully you're getting better, sir. Born to Lose 73 in afternoon, Ben and all in chat. John Fitzpatrick's in the building saying big up everyone. And Born to Lose is saying hi to Brad too.
Hi, Born to Lose.
Yeah. Anthony's saying biopic movie about the record producer Joe Meek. The guitar tells
right.
one of
Yes.
his and the group
Yes.
Tornadoes, and the movie's major storyline in the film. Basically a true movie about the
Yeah.
music producer Joe Meek.
Well,
I
this-
haven't
yeah.
seen it, but we might have to check it out.
Well, when Telstar mentioned the film, I thought it was either about the
song
or the satellite.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a without giving them too many spoilers, he had quite a tragic life, I think,
Yeah.
in the end. But yeah, Joe Meek, yeah. The Tornadoes with Telstar. I mean, it was a #1 for a while.
Moondog, thank you for the £3 tip. Thank you so much, sir. Moondog is saying good afternoon, Ben and everyone in the chat. Looking forward to a Spurs win at the weekend. Moondog, thank you so much for giving a donation. It's really, really kind of you, and yeah, thank you so much. Really means a lot. So everyone give a big up to the two donators, the Bottom Digger and Moondog. That's really lovely of them.
Well done, guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, but speaking of Spurs, Saturday morning, probably going live at 8:30 in the morning for anyone that is up. We will be live streaming the Coffee Company with the Tottenham YouTube community. You will see faces such as Bob Spur, Kimber, Rez, Nick, Barry, Sean, Ranjit.
One person, yeah.
Yeah, one person. Sean Butler is coming
Oh
here
wow!
as well.
Well, he's got a long trip.
Yeah,
hasn't
he has.
Oh, I feel really
Iggy
guilty
will
now.
be here, Stel will be here, and a smattering of other faces like Ellie, and everyone's coming here Saturday morning.
Where does Sean live again? He's
I
somewhere,
can't remember.
He's somewhere in Kent, isn't he? or
Something like that.
Yeah, I was actually saying to Ben earlier that I can't get here on Saturday because it's too far for me
Yeah.
to come that early in the morning, and here's Sean coming all the way from Kent. So. Oops.
No excuses. Born to that Telstar film is great. Meek was a sonic genius and like all the best ones, totally mad with it. Yep. Mr. K is in the building. Hello, Mr. K.
Hope you're well.
Hopefully you're well, sir. Lovely to see you. Everyone give a big welcome to Mr. K. Anthony Gray's Telstar, it will be on TV Catch Up. It's actually on YouTube too, the full movie too. Awesome.
Oh, brilliant. I shall check that one out.
Bob Spur is in the house. Big up, Bob.
Yeah, how you
Lovely-
doing, Bob?
Big up, Bob. Same big love to you too. Hope your coffee is as good as mine, Brad. Looking forward to Saturday. Yep, I look forward to seeing you and the rest of of the squad.
Yep, it's delicious.
I'm tempted not to set my alarm, says Alan Harris. Oh, bloody hell.
Well, I haven't used an alarm in probably about 10 years. I'm such a light sleeper, I just basically wake up. So it's...
I wish I could do that. Today I woke up 2 minutes before my alarm, so
really?
I was really happy.
Well, I must admit, since I was semi-retired, I've been sleeping in a little bit longer than I used to.
I think you've got to enjoy the retirement. Alan Harris is saying Surrey. Ooh, maybe that's where Sean lives. Maybe.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, actually, Surrey. I know. It's that way. He
yeah.
says, thinking that way is where Surrey is.
But Sean will be here with his infectious laugh.
Oh yeah. I think I told you when we all met up before the West Ham game. I was walking down the high road, walking past this delicatessen. I heard her, and it was him. And, oh, hello, Sean. You
could hear that laugh from miles away. Love that guy. That's a lovely coffee, if I don't say so myself. Amazingly. I've done a good job there. Bloody hell! What the hell's happened? I don't know if you want a bit more of that.
Yeah, I won't say no. Thank you very much.
There we go. And coffee like this gets better as it cools down because it's a lighter roasted coffee. Mr. K is saying hello to Aaron up. So he's doing the old devil's horns, the AC/DC.
That's it. That's it. Isn't it?
Yeah. If you put two guitar players together, there's going to be devil's horns. Very, very. It's a shame none of us have got a guitar, but then we'd get, what's it called, done for copyright. That was a very interesting story last week, the Ed Sheeran one as well. That was really good news.
It was actually. No, it was.
People are going on about how Ed Sheeran's stopping other people from getting that. No, what it means people like us that don't necessarily know all the sus chords and this chord and that. It means we can put three chords together, makes a song, and then not get stomped on.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, I'm not a big Ed Sheeran fan by any means, but that was a great result. It really was, because I think the basis of it was saying that you have to copy a main part of the song of a song for it to be a copyright infringement. And I don't know if anyone of you guys heard or anyone in chat heard two songs together, but. Similarity, but it's no way in the world you could say it's nicked. Really not.
I mean, it's like if I ever start to record, it means I can pull out some of my AC/DC riffs and not get. Yeah,
I've got.
Because that again, it's if you start doing that, it means influence ends.
Yeah.
Because you can see from if you listen to Angus Young play, you can see Chuck Berry's influence.
Exactly.
If you listen to what's it called? Jimmy Page. You hear his influences, his blues influence.
Yeah.
It means influence is now a thing again. So if I start with my Angus Young style riffs, it means I was like, oh, I'm influenced by this guy and this guy, and then that's brilliant.
And also, you had the problem also with some writers or musicians don't care. They say whatever, but other ones are really like. I think apparently the guy in the Eagles. Not Don. Was it Don Felden?
Don Felder's the guitar player.
Either him or one of the other guys. They're big on copyright.
Yeah. You
can't play if you do a YouTube video and say, "Oh, this is how you play a solo," and you play it exactly the same as the Eagles, you'll be taken off YouTube.
Yeah, instantly. 40 seconds. It'll take.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's. I think it's not actually Don Felder that does it. I think Don Felder is actually pretty cool. It's the other guy.
It's the other guy. Yeah, it is the other guy.
Because Don Felder's a really nice guy. If you listen to some of the stuff he talks about.
I mean, the Eagles had so many members.
Yeah, now they've got Vince Gill, who's really good as well. Vince Gill was playing with them.
Well, they had a clip on YouTube where I think they're doing it at the Hall of Fame or something. They're doing Hotel California. There's about 9 people.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Like every other member of the Eagles are on this sort of clip.
Moondog saying, do you guys think we will win? Brighton will be tough going for 2-0. My Dyer bet is on. Hopefully Dyer scores for you because you need to get some of that money back.
Yeah, I think we'll win.
I think we're going to win.
It won't be easy.
I think it's going to be a 3-1. I think Brighton will score, but I reckon it'll be we'll be outside.
Well, sorry.
I just see us blowing them away.
I was thinking this the other night that when under Pochettino, the last season at White Hart Lane, where we were just incredible that season. I remember going to the games thinking, oh, this has been a game where we blow it, just being a Tottenham fan. And we were winning 4 and 5-0.
Yeah.
And when you think of it, we've won our last lot. We actually like that now.
Yeah.
4-0 against...
Blowing teams away quite easily.
And that's really good to see.
Have you heard Conte has COVID? Hopefully he'll be on the touchline for the... you don't. There's no COVID rules anymore. So as long as he feels good, he can be on the touchline. Hopefully he's getting better already. He shouldn't be too bad, I think. Mr. K saying, Ben, run out of milk. Might go out and grab a coffee now. Every time I come here, I feel like I need my coffee fix. That's my fault. I'm sorry, Mr. K. Let's hope we smash them. 4-1 incoming, absolutely. Let's hope the players don't catch it yet. Mr. K, that would do, mate, yeah. Born to lose 2 right, Mr. K. Carl Simpson is saying, afternoon, how are you guys doing? That's very well,
Carl.
very well.
Yep. It's a lovely day outside. Well,
lovely day, we've got good company.
Yeah.
It's a great day so far.
I haven't heard from my flat saying that there's been some disaster happen, so that's good.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to know, which they probably don't, but I'll tell you anyway, I'm having carpet laid at my flat. The landlady wanted to put new carpet in. I'm just a bit stressed that they're going to move things around and I'll go home and there won't be any TV or anything like that. So
You never know. You never know.
They'll unplug my Skybox and I won't be able to know how to put it back again. So
I really need to speak with someone at Sky because I hate the Sky Q box. I hate it.
Yeah.
It always drops out and then it takes about an hour to get it reconnected because you've got to reconnect it, then you've got to connect this one, then you've got to reconnect that one.
I've not had a problem with it, to be honest.
I've had constant problems with it.
I every now and again I have to reboot it, but that's basically switching off and on.
But it will just drop out a signal. It will just drop out a signal and it takes 2 hours to really get it going again. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I've had too many problems with it. He says, I was going to say touch wood, but that's for my touch wood.
You'll be fine though, because you used to be a Sky employee.
No, Sega.
Was it Sega?
Sega, and I didn't play games either. So
Love Sega.
Yeah, well, this shirt I'm wearing today is
Glampinberry.
Sega 2016. Basically, we went. They used to have an away day.
Yeah.
And they used to be just on the same day, but this one's an overnight. So you could ask to have your own tent, which I did.
Yeah. Glamping is a lot of fun now.
It's brilliant, and they had a bandioke on.
Okay, yeah.
Which is a karaoke, but a real live band.
Why didn't you play games if you were working for Sega then?
Because I used to work in the finance department. So.
Still, you can play games.
Oh, it's really weird.
I love Sega. Yeah. Sega games are some of my favourites. Sonic the Hedgehog. You can't.
Well, his second movie's out now.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the first one.
Well, we went to the special screening for the first one, so which obviously now I won't be able to go to because I don't work for him anymore. But it's actually not a bad film. Don't go there expecting anything. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. What you expect,
it's fun. It's just a fun movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing good, Carl. Moondog, you can't beat Sega and Sonic. No, you can't. Sega obviously isn't my favourite developer by any means, but I love Sega games. So a lot of Sega games are brilliant.
Yeah, they do a lot of. They've got really good studios.
Yeah.
They do a lot of not the shoot 'em up games, but the sort of strategy games.
Yeah.
So and obviously Football Manager is a Sega game. So.
See, I can't even. Sega is. I know Sega is owned by Sega. That's great.
Yeah, it's the whole Sega Sammy Holdings in Japan.
Yeah.
But they're a great company to work for.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And the reason I left was because only the actual role I was doing. I've been doing accounts for like 40 odd years. Well, I have to say I'm not an accountant. And yeah, I just had enough, and it was causing me a bit of mental stress. So I thought, well, I'll see if I can get out of it.
I'm trying to get up the Sega games list because there's so many of them. Sonic 2, Outrun, I remember that. Not that I was alive and that game came out in 1986, but I played that game.
There's a brewery, a bar in Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah.
And it's one of these sort of fancy sort of new sort of brewery bars.
Yeah.
And they've actually got a Sega machine, you know,
Yeah.
some games console in
Yeah.
there, which you can sort of play. I think it might be a Sonic the Hedgehog one. But I just swore, I mean, famously they did sponsor Arsenal for a while, but I'm sure they sponsored
Dreamcast,
Spurs.
yeah.
I'm sure they sponsored Spurs for a while. One of the youth teams.
Possibly.
I mean, I've never been able to find it. It was back when we were being sponsored by Holston, and Holston couldn't sponsor the under 17s because they're under the legal age for drinking.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they were sponsored by Sega, but I can't find any proof of it anywhere.
Just the amount of games. I'm looking through the games. So many games.
Well, the guy who does Football Manager, Miles Jacobson.
Yeah.
He's 24/7. He does that. You know, he lives, drinks, and breathes it. And they're all. That's why.
I mean, you've got to.
Yeah, that's why they're always updating it with all the latest things. They even put a Brexit thing in if it would have affected transfers from Europe. They even had like a thing in there ready to go. But yeah.
Ben, the best thing to do is to turn it off at the mains for 2 to 3 minutes and also a complete reboot of your wife. I've done that so many times with my Sky Q box. I've done it so many times. Mr. K saying "Q guitarist and no guitars." It's a paradox, isn't it? I thought about bringing one of my guitars, but it's just like I'm not going to have time to play it today.
I thought Ben sort of lived above the coffee shop, so I thought, oh yeah, I'll go up to Ben's room and have a bit of a jam, but
no, miles away. Streets of Rage, mate. Yeah, Streets of Rage. That was a good one.
I did a lot of Company of Heroes, did a lot of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Rome, their Rome stuff is quite good. Total War, Total War series. The one that used to be a board game, Warhammer. That's a big Sega one.
Wait, does Sega own 2K?
Not sure.
Maybe they just made it for them then. NBA 2K, the original ones.
They do a lot of stuff in connection with a lot of companies.
Yeah. I'm just happy Sega are not part of the groups that are buying all the game companies. Which is what Xbox and Sony are doing.
Yeah.
They're buying everyone, which is really upsetting for someone like me. It's like, oh, I play this. Oh, now it's been bought by Sony.
Yeah.
Oh, this game's now been bought by Microsoft, so it's not actually going to be on the PlayStation anymore because we're going to remove it because it's now an exclusive. Just shut up.
I Sega do a lot of stuff in you know, with these companies, but certainly when I was working there, there was no talk of any sort of takeover.
So,
and that's, I think, the beauty of the company is it still
makes its own stuff.
Yeah.
Same with Nintendo, they make all their own stuff.
Yeah, and it's not certainly when I worked there, and well, it's not corporate. It's sort of, you know, it's a great place to work. Really, really, really. They work hard. Don't get me wrong. We all worked hard, but it's a really, really wonderful place, and I still miss them. You know, sort of keeping in contact with them.
Miles are some of the best scouting connections around the world. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they what they do is they employ people all around the world to look at all the players and rate them and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's
get them to get them to manage Tottenham. Apparently, it might actually get some decent players. Sorry, I was working there, missed out the chatter. Emulator. I'm not going to talk about emulators because I can get done for that by promoting them. So I'm going to put that to the side. They do. If you talk about them, they can sue you.
Really?
Yeah, Nintendo do it a lot.
Wow.
If you talk about one of the emulators, they will do you for promoting something that getting their games for free.
Wow.
Nintendo are very strong.
Yeah.
They have to because their games are the most emulated games on the planet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I remember going to school and I'd have Pokemon on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, because I jailbroke my phone and I had Pokemon Red and I was playing Pokemon Red all day.
Yeah.
Best thing to do, Ben, is open the window and throw it out. Absolutely. Get an away season ticket and go to every game and not watch it on the telly anymore. Love nothing more than a strategy that you can get lost in for 6 hours.
It's probably why I don't play games.
Yeah. Oh, Legend of Zelda destroyed me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Breath of the Wild, one of the most recent ones. I'd get home, so I'm going to play it for an hour just to warm down. 8 hours later, I'd still be playing, and I didn't do the thing I wanted to do. I was just doing everything else. Funny things, I've had not much trouble since I got fibre, but before I started to hate Sky QT. I've got fibre and it still doesn't fully work.
Yeah, I've got Sky Fibre. It's been fine recently.
I need to probably call Sky and see what they would do. It might just need a new unit change.
It could be, yeah, and they will do that.
It works, it works, but it's just like it's.
Also, sometimes
it's fine, but then suddenly it's like it's fine. Total capitulation, and then it's fine again.
Sometimes they update the box as well without letting you know. It's not like a software update; it's the actual box is updated.
Yeah.
And you're quite, as far as I'm aware, you're quite entitled to get the new box.
Yeah.
Well, the amount of money you pay for Sky.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Alex Kidd BMX was okay. I've never played that one. MERP was great fun. Middle Earth role playing, total nerdy stuff. Love total nerdy stuff.
Well, I've got a lot of games at home actually. I should give them to you.
I don't have anything to play on.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't have a Sega because I'm a Sony fan and a Nintendo fan.
Well, I think you can play this on PCs.
I don't have a PC.
Oh, right.
I've got a Macintosh.
They might have to be thrown out with all the other
you
stuff.
You could definitely, if there are any good ones, you could sell them.
Well, the thing is, the reason I've got them is because I had a big clear out one day, and it's like grab these sort of things, so they're probably not worth a lot.
I bet they will. There is a market for if they're in the box and they're mint. There's a market for them.
Well, Sega and most games companies did very well out of lockdown because a lot of the people being caught in their homes played computer games. So
yeah.
So they did I think most of the games companies did very well during lockdown.
Yeah. Especially Bungie on me, because I was just playing Destiny the entire time through lockdown. Started in the 80s, D&D. The bottom do it. This is pure joy. 2 friends having a good time over coffee. One of my favourite YouTube channels. Thank you for the joy. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, the bottom do it. It means a lot to me, and it probably means a lot to Brad as well.
Yeah, thank you.
We're just here to have a chat. That's the whole point of this channel, to have a chat with your mates. So we're not getting into any negativity, it's just having a chat. That's what I do here. I was 13, I think I played MERP, so in 1987 I had a dwarf called Dudley. That's a good name for a dwarf. Anthony Gray, I was an Atari fan. Atari's good.
Oh, Atari's very good at music as well. They most of the KLF albums done them on Atari, so...
Don't get me started on Football Manager. I was doing my Southend stave to get away from non-league to Premier League, and my wife went to bed. Turned the light off, and next minute it was 3 AM. Yep.
If you can find a video or on YouTube, I've actually got the DVD at home on Football Manager. It's brilliant. It's really, really brilliant. It goes for all people and their thing about Football Manager. One guy, he got to the final.
Yeah.
And to play, he put a suit on for the final.
I've seen that. Yeah, I love that. That is just really funny. It's really funny when people
he got a ban, so I think he just kept out of his bedroom for a few days or something like that.
That's brilliant.
It's a classic. It's a really, really good one. It's. I'm not sure what it's called. It's on DVD.
Yeah.
It's probably on YouTube. Probably find it on there.
My favourite thing like that is there's a Twitch channel called what's it called? Twitch Chat Plays Pokemon or something like that. Twitch does Pokemon. And the chat decides what the player does, and literally the chat's no, go this way, and there's like, and then like the entire chat is fighting the ending battle in the Pokemon, and then everyone's like, oh, use this move, and then everyone, as soon as they win, the entire chat goes mental, like celebrating that they won.
Message.
There is a market, mate. You can get you can get big money for some of those, so like really obscure games.
Yeah, I think most of the games I have are sort of pretty common.
Yeah. If Conte has COVID, I just hope none of the players get it and start feeling rough. They should be alright even if they don't get it.
And the weird thing is, we've been talking about Sega.
Yeah.
I've just got a WhatsApp message we've got Sega Football Punditry WhatsApp group. None of us work for Sega anymore.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard from this guy for a while, and I've just got a photograph from him.
Your phone's listening to you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Big up to him, though. Big up to him.
He's a see that. He's a Man United fan, but he's a really cool guy. He's a South Korean guy, and when we knew that the new guy in finance was South Korean, I thought he's either Man United or he's either Spurs.
Yeah.
So he tell it it's Man United, but he's a really great guy actually, and talks a lot of sense on football.
Yeah. Ellie's saying, "Oh my God, Brad joining our Ben epic."
Hi,
yeah.
Ellie.
Hi Ellie. Hi Ellie. I look forward to Ellie bringing her gift that she's bringing on Saturday. She said she's going to make a baklava.
Oh, that's Greek food, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Is that a dessert?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So it's not balaclava.
No. Oh, someone said that the other day. Oh, it was Aaron. That's. So yeah. So looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, Eddie. It's going to be a laugh.
Well, if I lived any closer, I'd definitely come round. Although now that I hear that Sean's coming off,
there's a lot of people coming, so I don't blame you. Mr. K, Dragon 32, Vic 20, C64, Tang Tung, Einstein, Atari ST, Amiga 500 before I finally got a SNES. Once I went to PC route, I never looked back. I've never been a fan of PCs. I might get one eventually.
Well,
but if I'm going to get a PC, I would like to go all out on a proper with a 1080 Ti, even though it's a 2080 now. Is what
my laptop is basically so I can put my music software in it, and it is an actual games laptop. It's done that for that as well, so it's actually pretty good. And that was quite cheap, really. Yeah. About 700 quid.
Yeah. If I'm going to spend that money, I'm putting that towards a White Falcon. I'm not buying a PC.
All right.
This channel is basically the journey to me buying a White Falcon for myself. Yeah, so if you offer me the chance of a PC, a decked out PC, and a White Falcon, it's the White Falcon every time. That's what I'm going for.
Well, is that the same as my Christmas?
Most new games consoles, though, are basically big PCs. Baklava. I can bring a balaclava too, be like, but you cannot eat that.
Eating a baklava in a balaclava.
That's a paradox.
There's a song title there. That's where I get most of my song titles from.
Yeah, that's where we get a song title. We actually need to talk about eventually the Arsenal fan blues that I started writing.
Oh really?
Yeah. It was too rude to play on stream.
I've only actually written one song as a football related song, but it's actually done as a relationship. So you could listen to it and think that's about a relationship with a partner or whatever.
Your football team basically is a relationship.
That's the premise of the song. It's like I'd never I'd never leave you, although everyone says I should. And it's all the money I've spent on you just to see your face. Sort of thing. Oh, that's something I was going to say then. I can't remember what it was. Something like hilarity. Oh yeah, the PCs. Most of the games now are done stream-wise. There's a company. What's the main American one? I think it's called. What it's called now. So the actual games on PCs is now. The sales team at Sega actually were made redundant about 3 or 4 years ago because things are moving on, and they used to go around. I used to do some work with the sales team, not in the sales team, but on there, because they didn't have any desks for me basically when I first started working. But we used to. Oh, what's that? Moondog has
donated another £5. So thanks so much, Moondog. Put this towards your Falcon Fund. I want a song named after me. We can do it.
But basically, so if you go to a game store and say, we want you to put this poster up about a game, you obviously pay money to do it. And depending on where you put it in the shop is how much money. So you pay more money for right up front.
Yeah.
And what they do is they go around and to the shops to make sure that the posters are up in the right place.
Yeah.
And I actually went in, knew that there's a game store in Eden Broadway, and sort of took a photograph of it and sent it to the sales guys. Yeah. And Agent Matthews reporting, he looks okay, but they used to go out, and the guy who used to run the sales team was he used to like a drink. So they do this. They'd go out one day every now and again. And it'd be like 1 o'clock. All right, time for a beer, guys. Sort of thing. Off they go.
Yeah. Yep, I wear the balaclava and rubble Ben's beans. There's a lot of beans. There's a lot of beans. Like even, oh, this tub is very heavy. That is not a light tub. Was elite, spending many nights playing out. My older brother made it to elite status. He went through bare joysticks, yep. Aaron, you are a hoot. Yep, Aaron's definitely a hoot. With the owl emoji. But thank you for the extra £5, Moondog. That's really nice of you. Definitely need to start putting this stuff towards my white falcon. Need to figure out how to do that. We're getting there.
Just trying to think what my next one's going to be. I'm very tempted to get. You can get a copied Hendrix Stratocaster.
Yeah, you can. I'd buy it. What I would do, if I was going to do that, is I would buy a Strat, a white Strat,
yeah.
and then just mod the hell out of it. Because those player Strats, we can even do this. Let's see if we can.
Well, there's a company called Vintage who do a pretty good one.
Oh, I know who you should use. You should use this guy, the guy that built my Telecaster. DY Guitars. I don't know how much it would cost.
Well, funny you should say that, because there's a guy.
So you can email this guy.
Yeah.
And so this is what I ordered.
Okay.
But he does like Strat builds. But
Yeah.
I think it's about 800 quid in total if you
Yeah.
want. So you can message him what you want, and it's like, oh, here it is, something like that. But you can ask for him to be less relic, or more relic, and basically you can just make the guitar you want. This is I don't know what this one is, but you can basically get anything you want, and he hand builds them. Really lovely guy. His name's Dennis.
Yeah, there's a few really good loofers out
But
there.
he's really cheap,
Yeah.
and he builds
That is
everything
cheap,
himself.
actually, yeah.
He builds everything himself.
There's a guy called Scott Guitars who does the
Yeah.
same thing, and you can choose the wood, choose everything, choose what sort of pickups.
Yeah.
He's a little bit more expensive, but then what you're paying for is a lot cheaper than saying getting an American-made Strat.
Yeah, which is now 1,500 quid.
Yeah, exactly. So you can get one handmade.
Yeah.
You know, to your.
That's why I bought my
Yeah.
telly instead of spending 100 more on a Mexican vendor.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Mr. Coover is in the house saying afternoon all.
Hi,
Afternoon
Coover.
Cove. Afternoon Cove. But yeah, he's really cheap, D-White. He's a really nice guy as well, and does international shipping for free.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. I mean, that's a lot of the companies have done pretty, like Foman in Germany.
Yeah.
You know, even with the Brexit thing, they don't add money on sort of thing. You know, what the price you see is what you pay. And again, they're quite quick in delivery.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Brilliant. The biscuit man is in the house. Yeah. I forgot to ask you if you wanted a biscuit. I'll make enough one anyway.
Because I didn't have breakfast this morning.
So, biscuit of the day is officially number one.
Jammy Dodgers.
Yeah, biscuit of the day, the raspberry flavour.
Thank you. Wow, I've had one of these for years.
Biscuit of the day. I have an Oculus Go thing I never use. I used it I used to love playing Abe's Odyssey, Mario Kart and Crash Bandicoot, my favourite three. Those are three good ones. What, you don't play games, but if you had to choose a favourite game, what would you say?
The only thing I didn't like about Football Manager is it was too much to do. And I haven't got the patience.
Yeah.
I think it's just a normal shoot 'em up type game. Pretty basic.
Yeah.
You know, strategy games you have to really think about.
Yeah.
You know, and
I could build you a guitar. I have a biscuit tin and a broom handle. I just need the gauge of elastic bands you need. Saying that,
hey,
have you seen one of those guitar tins? They're so good.
you know what? Check it out on YouTube. If you put in "Rocking in the Free World," and I'm not sure, it's basically a load of people around the world playing "Rocking in the Free World," and they're playing keyboards, drums, whatever. It was done pre lockdown, so it's brilliant. And there's a guy called on there, the Samurai Guitarist.
Yeah.
He's got his own channel, and he's got a guitar made out of 2 hockey sticks.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
You can definitely, they're great. If it vibrates, it can make a sound. If you put a pickup on. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking that Falcon, that's a lot of money. It got $3,000 a Falcon is now.
Actually, my friend bought a Gretsch. She never asked him how much it was.
Depends on the model. The Streamliners, the most expensive Streamliner is 500, which is sort of hollow body with a big speed.
Yeah.
Then Electromatics start from 600 and go up to 900 depending on the model. And Player Series starts at 2,200 for the Jet. And the most expensive Player Series is 3,400, which is the Falcon.
Well, my most expensive guitar I bought so far is my 65 Strat, which cost 450.
Those are cool, those things. And you can mod the hell out of them as well, which is why I like them.
And the thing about I like about the Sky guitars is that obviously the price, but also their
build quality is amazing.
And out of the box they're playable.
Yeah.
You know, they're really well set up, so you don't have to do much, if anything.
That's what I did with my cheap Gretsch. Is I took the pickups out, which it had what's called Broadtrons, which are more PAF style pickups. But then I put my Filtertrons in because if you have a Gretsch, in my opinion, it's got to have Filtertrons in it.
Yeah.
So I put a string spoiler on it to make it easier to change strings. I've put new pickups. I've got TV Jones Classic, which is basically the top end Filtertron.
How often do you change strings?
Not enough. I need to change the strings. I change them when they break. I hit my guitars quite a lot. So about every 6 months, I change my strings, which is about...
I've changed the strings once in 2 years.
Yeah, you should probably change your strings. They're probably quite dead.
Yeah. That was very stressful.
Yeah.
Traumatic.
On a Gretsch, it's very difficult to change strings. Bigsby's, they're not easy, which is why I did the string spoiler.
Well, I did with the Telecaster. It was a string through, whatever you call it.
String free body.
That was okay. But there's
I need to get an electric winder now. Make it simple.
I've got one of those.
It doesn't. It never works fully. I need an electric one, bad.
There's a certain way you wind them as well, and I can't do anything particularly like that.
Base game on the Hobbit on the C64, I could never escape the Goblin's Cave. I used to like the bleep 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 TV tennis. Basically, basically 2 vertical dots. Pong was good. My guitar teacher had a white Falcon. It's the greatest guitar ever made, in my opinion. What would you say is the greatest guitar ever made, in your opinion?
I've got a thing for the Gibson Les Paul for the simple reason that my hero Mark Bone used to play one. The Gibson Les Paul, I wouldn't like put a year on it.
Yeah.
I think the Gibson Les Paul, the Stratocaster, because it's what if you describe an electric guitar or draw an electric guitar,
it's a Strat.
You draw a Strat. You know, so I love that. I love the one that Hendrix used to use.
Yeah, the big white one.
Yeah, big white one was magic.
The Woodstock guitar.
Yeah, that was actually brilliant. And also, I've got to think about Joe Strummer's Telecaster as well. You know.
Chris Agabar is in the chat saying, "Hi Ben and Brad, hope you are both well, doing very well, sir. Hopefully you are too." I tried it and it was too bulky for my library, but lovely looking, I mean, those are the two for me. I have a Strat, I've got a Squire Strat from 1988.
Oh, right, wow.
Used to be my uncle's guitar, and he didn't play it, so he gave it to me for 80 quid. I don't like Strats.
No?
They're just not comfortable for me. Telecasters, it's probably I just like single cuts. I just don't like double cuts. So I tried an SG the other day at 66 Sounds, my favourite guitar shop. I just didn't like it. I didn't like where the neck's out.
The neck's a little bit longer, isn't it? Cause
it joins at the top of the body. It's like a Les Paul, it joins on the 12th fret. Yeah. Whereas on an SG and a 335, it joins on the 14th fret.
And because a guy I watched, John Robson, when he went and bought his, the thing he said about was it's too long, and also the controls are too far to reach. But the one he bought was I think an Epiphone. Yeah. And he liked it really much. It's made now, and he actually did the balance test. Yeah. He just leave it on your neck, and it's normally it wants to go. You know.
It's because SGs are very light-bodied guitars and very heavy headstocks. Yeah. I am looking for an SG though, but only if it's got the vibrola arm, and I'll take the arm off. everyone knows my absolute love for AC/DC, and I'm looking for the perfect one.
Well, there's a thing on YouTube where they talk to his gear guy and they go through all his gear, and he on a tour, Angus Young will use the same guitar the whole tour, and
if
it's
he
like
can,
yeah. And the only thing that happens, they have to replace the things.
The parts because he sweats.
Yeah.
I've seen the same video.
Yeah.
Premier Guitar, great channel.
Oh, that's what it was, wasn't it? Yeah. The only thing he changes are the pods because his sweat gets in there.
Yeah. But he's wax potted them, so it doesn't do it anymore. Yeah, so he's wax potted them. So those are my 3 iconic guitars. Well, the 4 are, for me, it's the 59 White Falcon.
Yeah.
The single cut, because I only like single cuts. Then it's a Gibson Les Paul, the 59 Les Paul.
Go on.
Go first.
No, you don't get them anymore, but yeah, from my love of the Jam and the Who and the 60s, Rickenbacker.
Yeah, Rickenbacker's good, yeah.
Yeah, love a Rickenbacker. I might even get a cheap one actually, just so I've got
Rickenbackers are fairly cheap.
Yeah.
Guitar number 3 is I love the, what was it? I love a Telecaster because I love country music. And you have to say it's a Sunburst Strat, the 4th one, from Buddy Holly, 1954.
Oh yeah.
That is the guitar that changed the world.
Yeah.
No, the Stratocaster, when it was introduced in 1950, was failing. They were going to pull it until Buddy Holly played it on whatever show it was, and then the rest is history.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Les Paul, there is a Les Paul on my
radar. What about iconic guitars like people's that like musicians use? I mean, I always loved the Francis Rossi Green Telecaster, which is spray paint or something. Yeah, you know.
He doesn't actually use a Telecaster anymore. He uses a PRS now.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He actually sold his Telecaster at auction a few years ago.
Wow.
Went for big money to charity.
I think his green Telecaster. I don't think he even
spray
3
painted.
pickups.
I
think he just sort of painted it. Sort of thing.
It's a cool guitar, that.
Yeah.
What is your best and worst biscuit? Best biscuit is a Hobnob, in my opinion. It's just solid.
Ooh. You know what? I had a Polish biscuit the other day. And it was basically 2 biscuits with chocolate in it.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously chocolate biscuits you got to dip.
Yeah.
To tea or coffee.
Yeah.
I used to like bourbons or bourbons, whatever they're called.
Yeah, I hate bourbons. They're
Yeah,
too bitter
really?
for me. Moondog, Brad Bolan is my hero, and I saw him live.
Oh wow! Like, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that was. I mean, we immigrated to Australia when I was 13, so I was too young to see any of the gigs because I think 72 was when he was at his peak. And I remember to this day my mum coming into my room one Saturday morning and saying, "Oh, I've got some bad news for him. It's Mark Bolan's died." And it's like, oh wow, and that's back in 1977. So, and although I must admit, his later career, he's got 3 classic albums: Electric Warrior, Bolan Boogie, and Tanks. But the rest are a little bit patchy in my opinion. But he was great and very innovative. I mean, he was like the king of glam rock and that sort of stuff, and a bit of a poet as well. You know, what's the album he had? My people were fair and wore stars in their hair, but now they're content to wear beads on their brows. Was an album title. You know, it's like, wow. And I'll tell you a story about Mark Bolan.
Yeah.
I wrote a song. He's got a song called Mambo Sun, and there's a line in it about Alligator Rain. Now, when I was 13, I wrote a song called Alligator Rain, right?
Yeah.
And my mate Paul in Australia, I've known him since school days. He sent me a message about 2 or 3 years ago. He's listened to T-Rex and heard the line Alligator Rain, so I never knew you got it from there. I've known you for all these years, never knew.
T-Rex is good. I don't know who my guitar hero is. It probably just is Malcolm Young because I love AC/DC. Or it's either him or Brian Setzer.
Oh, he's brilliant for that.
Brian Setzer, big orange Gretsch.
Yeah.
Sometimes brings out a Falcon as well. Big
Well,
orange.
I mean, my guitar heroes. I mean, the obvious one is Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
You know, he was so innovative as well, and never played bar chords.
Yeah.
You know, and Carlos Santana. I thought he was
very good.
Made his guitar talk, and I mean, obviously, as you get better, you get a lot more effects that help you do what you do. But no, Brian Seltzer. I mean, that sort of rockabilly sound.
Yeah.
Is just great.
It's my favourite sound. That is Bandmaster at full tilt, big orange Gretsch.
Yeah. That was really good stuff.
Yeah.
I saw a bit of Stevie Ray Vaughan, which I'd never really.
He's awesome.
Yeah, wow. I was like, wow, you know. And I guess a lot of guitarists, because I was never into a lot of the metal stuff of the 80s.
Yeah.
So I never used to listen to Van Halen and that, you know. But then when Eddie Van Halen died, and they're all paying his tribute, so I looked, well, let's look into it. Wow,
He's an amazing
brilliant
guitarist.
yeah.
Yeah. I have a joke, lads. A man tells his doctor, "Doc, help me. I'm addicted to Twitter." The doc replies, "Sorry, I don't follow you." Very good. Very good. Yeah. It goes alongside GoldenEye as my favourite game. Nintendo's, yeah, I love my Nintendo 64. It's a great console. Great console. I'm trying to. Angus Young is amazing. I do want an SG at some point.
He's still going as well. He's
Yeah.
in his 60s now.
If AC/DC tour again,
Yeah.
I'm there.
I'm sort of doing this now because the bands that I don't normally watch, but a few people at work are into certain bands. One of my guys at work is massively into Metallica, and I haven't really heard much of them.
Yeah.
Again, from my life, probably a bit heavy for me, but I'm actually starting to like some of their songs now.
Metallica are great.
Yeah, you know, and I said to this guy, I said, well, if ever they tour again, you know, get a ticket for me, I'll come with, I'll pay for it and come with you. You know, but yeah. And I think this is when you get older, you tend to...
You put aside your biases and you
do,
say, like,
you
this is great
Yeah.
music. If it's good music, I listen to basically, I listen to bloody K-pop for God's sake.
Oh, right.
I love K-pop. K-pop is brilliant. Everything is great in context.
Yeah.
Obviously, there is some music that is terrible. Rap music.
With the Silent C.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't mind some of Public Enemy. You know,
Yeah.
it's one of those sort of things.
All music is good in context. If you like that sort of thing, you love that sort of thing. All music is good. It's got a it's the same thing with guitars. I don't like Strats, but you do like Strats. I don't like it. It's all different strokes for different folks.
Well, when I was 15, I went and saw ELO and loved ELO.
Yeah.
You know, and then
they were brilliant. Apparently.
And then got into punk and mod, and suddenly, rubbish. You know, or guitar solo, and all that sort of thing. But as you get older, you get to a stage where you appreciate what you've listened to. So I can quite happily go and see Status Quo, ELO.
I've seen Status Quo about 6 times.
I've seen them a few times.
They're brilliant.
Not since Rick Parfitt died, unfortunately, but yeah.
Yeah, the Rick Parfitt was something else.
Yeah.
Him and Angus and Malcolm Young are the two greatest rhythm guitarists of all time.
Yeah.
Without doubt. Yeah. I put Malcolm above Rick.
Yeah.
Basically, because I think Rick was a bit more simple, whereas Malcolm was the innovator of AC/DC. Yeah. The reason AC/DC was so good was because of Malcolm. He just knew what he was doing.
What do you think of Johnny Marr?
It's not my thing.
Really? That's one of my favourites. Yeah. Johnny Marr. And what I tend to do now, because Morrissey's such a twat.
Yeah.
I tend to watch videos of Johnny Marr doing Smith songs.
Yeah.
I mean, he wrote half of them anyway. He wrote the music for them.
I do love the Smiths. The Smiths are great, but again, Morrissey is Morrissey.
Yeah.
I used to listen to the Smiths a lot. It's just so depressing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's great music, but it is depressing.
Yeah.
I mean, I love stuff like the Strawbs as well, but again, it's depressing.
The Strawbs? What?
Yeah.
Part of the Union?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I remember I listened to Rockabilly, which is mostly 50s.
Right, to be fair, that's the only song I know of the Strawbs. Part of the Union.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a blast from the past. It is, yeah.
I'm a fan of the Strawbs. Little Willie and Ballroom Blitz.
Oh no, Sweet. You mean Sweet?
Sweet as well.
Yeah.
But I love both those bands. Yeah.
Oh, Sweet.
I love those.
Although it was sad to see Steve Priest, sadly no longer with us.
Yeah.
In the later days, he's literally in a chair playing. You know.
I mean, that's what the last Genesis concert. Phil Collins was in a chair.
Oh, really?
He can't walk anymore. Basically.
Wow.
He will know. It's really sad because like the amount of stuff he did, and now suddenly he's almost catatonic.
Yeah.
You can still do it, mind you, but.
I saw him during the Blockheads once at Victoria Park. I think they were actually supporting Paul Weller.
I need to remind myself because the Strawbs are very
Sweet.
Both. I like both. The Strawbs are brilliant. They've got. You always confuse the Strawbs with the Sweet because they've got.
I only know part of the Union, but yeah, Ian Dury got helped on stage, by this guy sort of thing.
The Strawbs. That's up there.
Because Part of the Union was actually supposed to be an anti-union song.
Yeah.
But
Part of the Union, Lay Down, that's one I forgot. Let's have a look. This is the Straubs. Part of the Union is the one that comes up a lot. There's a lot of Straubs
well, that's
songs.
back when I used to watch Top of the Pops as a kid.
Yeah, there's a few on there. The Straubs are very, what's it called? Psychedelic.
Oh, really?
They were very, for the 70s, they were out there.
Mate of mine asked me, actually Steve, who you've met, he said, I want to go and see a Hawkwind tribute act next week. I only really know Silver Machine, that's the only song I know. They've had about 30 members. Like The Fall, they've had about 30 or 40 members. I'll tell you something, there's some really good DVDs or some good shows out there. I think Sky Art's doing. One's called Laurel Canyon.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's over about 4 hours. It's over 2 episodes. It's just all about the music that happened up in Laurel Canyon near LA.
Yeah.
And all the lovey-dovey hippie peace stuff. And then you get the Manson murders. And it sort of became a bit, a bit more serious. That's really, really good. There's one about the farm, the recording studio down in the farm where Oasis recorded.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah, have you seen it? Yeah,
I saw that.
excellent.
I think it's the same place where Queen recorded a lot.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. And they were the first place to have a studio where you could stay. They had like rooms as well that you could get.
I went from 2 minutes and came back to hear Ben talking about Small Willies. Speaking of the Sweet are fantastic.
Yeah.
Going back, Little Willie's brilliant.
Yeah.
Ballroom Blitz is great. Fox on the Run is
Oh,
great.
yeah.
The Sweet were brilliant, except when they went through their metal phase. For some reason, the Sweet went from being prog rock to being metal, and then they realised no one wanted to listen to the Sweet playing metal. It's like, oh, we're going to go back to prog rock now.
Andy Scott is still going strong,
Yeah.
I think. He still looks the same, but I think they still tour a lot. It's the old argument: when is it really the Sweet? If you've got one member in it, I mean, the Who now is just 2 of them.
So that was in June. The last Beach Boys performing at the Albert Hall.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Basically, Brian Wilson.
Yeah. And he's a genius. So that's the one you want to see.
Yeah.
Is it really the Beach Boys? If it's just the Beach Boy.
Well, this is it. It's I mean, status quo now is it's literally Francis Rossi.
Because Alan Lancaster died recently.
Yeah. Although the bass player has been with him for a long time. And
it's his son.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's Francis Rossi's son.
Never knew that. So I mean,
he's very good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. I loved Fleetwood Mac, ELO, David Oldman, T-Rex, Bowie, and Pink Floyd growing up.
Yeah, great stuff. I mean, Fleetwood Mac. I mean, the Rumours album is just basically all about their relationship.
Yeah,
They'd all basically go out with each other and
they all hated each other, but they all loved each other at the same time. Hockey Joy Division, John Squire, Stone Roses, JP.
Who's that from?
Aaron Duff.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh,
Zeppelin, I'm in fairness, I'm a massive fan of Noel Gallagher, is brilliant.
Yeah, Noel Gallagher.
Both of them, it's a real shame them two don't get along. If there was an Oasis concert with both of them playing, it would be the most sold concert.
Oh, without a doubt. I think I might have seen probably one of their last gigs at Wembley.
Yeah.
And they did. So they'd come back to do an encore, and Noel Gallagher goes, "Well, I'm fed up with singing this, so you sing it." They did the music to Don't Look Back in Heaven, and the whole crowd sang the whole song perfectly.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. But I mean, no, Aaron, the Stone Roses, great. Joy Division. Yeah, I mean, Ian Curtis, he was a bit of a tortured soul, but a bit of a git as well.
And the Rolling Stones, Queen and the Who. Those three are some of my favourites. What was that group that had 4 or 5 guitars? Something like Ocean's 11, wasn't it?
I don't know.
No, that's a film, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a film.
4 or 5 guitarists.
There's a lot of bands with 4 or 5 guitars.
Probably the Eagles doing the Grammy.
The Eagles have about 17 guitarists.
Every member of the Eagles ever is on stage.
Stoned Rolling Stones got the double vinyl too, one of my faves.
Well, where I live, and I've bored a lot of you in the chat with this information, but where I live, there's opposite Illinborough Station, there is I don't think it's open anymore, a club called the Red Wall.
Yeah.
It used to be Alexis Corner's Blues Club, and that's where Mick Jagger and Keith Richards met Brian Jones and formed the Rolling Stones. So, bit of rock. They
need to bring back blues clubs. They need to bring them back.
Yeah, I'm sure they're around.
They're around, but they're not. I don't want them to be mainstream, but you want to see like good. There's no like chill bar that you can listen to good music anymore.
I went to Memphis once.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Went to BB King's Blues Bar.
Yeah.
That was really brilliant.
That's a shame I never got to see him.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's still tickets available, but Joe Bonamassa's performing in.
Okay, I don't know a lot. I only know the name. Don't know a lot.
Listen
about
to
him.
he's epic. He got taught by all the biggest names.
Oh right.
So because his dad was a roadie for BB King a lot.
Oh, right, yeah.
So from the moment he picked up a guitar, he was taught by BB King and a lot. But like, he was taught by BB King. So like he does electric blues, and like his like hero was Clapton, and like he's awesome. He's got the biggest guitar collection in the world.
Well, yeah.
You have to see the video. He's got something like one of the best stories recently was he was in a restaurant in LA in Sunset Boulevard, I think it was, and his guitar tech brought in this like awful Les Paul, awful coloured Les Paul, and he put it on the table. That basically it was a meeting for all the Les Paul guys. That's why he brought it there, and every single one of them was staring at his guitar, and I'm like, what is this? And they're all like looking at it. So Joe bought the guitar.
Yeah.
He bought it, and he's like, oh, so I'm gonna send it to my tech. He took off the paint, and it had a sunburst. He looked at the neck, and he was like, this is definitely either a late 59 or an early 60. And check out, it's a £1 million Les Paul 59. It's like, but he plays them, and he called it Lazarus.
Yeah.
It's like it rose from the dead. Ocean Colour Scene, saw them. Yeah, that was probably the one.
Yeah, they were good. They played with the Specials at Gunnersbury Park a few years ago.
Yeah.
Gunnersbury Park is a park near where I live, and I used to always walk through Gunnersbury Park to get to Sega.
Yeah.
And they actually had a festival there, and the Specials played there. That was a good night. That was a brilliant night.
You ever seen the bootleg Beatles play?
Yeah. I went to a charity thing at Royal Albert Hall, and there was an Elvis tribute, an ABBA tribute, and bootleg Beatles, and they were very good.
They're excellent. I've seen them out 5 times.
Yeah.
They're excellent.
They do like 3 sets, don't they? They do like the sort of
the 60s stuff.
and then they do like the psychedelic, and then they do the sort of the get back type stuff. Yeah.
They're excellent. I saw them at Disney World once.
Oh really?
I was at Epcot in Disney, and we're just hanging about in there because do you know what Epcot is?
Yeah.
But we were at the UK portion of Epcot, and then suddenly the bootleg Beatles come out.
Oh, really?
Wow. And they're like, I've paid to see you, and I've seen you for free.
Paul Weller did a free gig once on South Bank, and I could hear the music, but I had no idea who it was.
Yeah.
And my mate said, "Oh, I see Paul Weller." When? And I just didn't know it was him. I just hear this music in the background.
That was great. It was like every single person at Disney watched that gig. They actually had to close Epcot an hour late because everyone was at the gig.
Wow,
brilliant! It was amazing. Like it was the Beatles. I still put them as probably either them or I'm biased because I think AC/DC are the best. But if you're gonna go fully non-biased, the Beatles are probably the greatest band ever.
Oh, I think so. I mean, just by their catalogue, basically, the songs they've written.
Not just by their catalogue, just by everyone loves the Beatles.
Yeah.
Except for like that taxi driver, the Rick Beato. I don't know if you follow Rick Beato. He went in a taxi and someone didn't even know who Paul McCartney was.
Oh really?
It's like Paul McCartney, never heard of him.
I must be. I think Paul McCartney should probably retire now. His voice is totally gone.
He just spreads the love though,
well,
which is why
as I said to you earlier, when I was clearing out a lot of stuff, I came across my Paul McCartney tour program.
Yeah.
Back in the world tour.
Yeah.
And that was great. I think he started off with Hello Goodbye. It's brilliant.
I mean, the Beatles are probably the greatest band ever.
Yeah.
Just by it.
And
also play Gretsch's, so I'm a massive fan of Gretsch's.
Yeah.
Gretsch and Rickenbacker.
Rickenbackers, yeah. Although George Harrison's Telecaster in the Get Back movie, it's quite a famous one now. They've reissued that now.
They haven't, but they're not. It's chambered though, so it's not a full rosewood body. His one was like £12.
Yeah.
As in what it was. It's a heavy one.
It's heavy, yeah.
I think they're about £1,500.
Yeah.
Something like that. If you're gonna get a telly though, it's that one. It's the only signature guitar I would buy.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I would buy a Brian Setzer 6120.
Yeah.
I'd buy one of those. Yeah, get another one of those. This stream is going. We're ending in 7 minutes. Bloody hell.
Sure.
See,
when you get 2 guitarists together talking about music, it just
gone.
goes on. Yeah.
It's just a shame I have to leave soon, but oh well. It's been great.
No, I been looking into a lot of music theory, just the basics,
Yeah,
and then you realise how talented Lennon and McCartney were.
yeah.
Yeah, when you sort of see
Because
their
they
song.
were, if you look at Hendrix didn't know any music theory.
No, exactly. Oh yeah, and that's what they say. Just know the basics and then go with that, and then do what sounds good.
Yeah,
You know. Funny you mentioned sus chords. I was
Yeah.
watching a video on them yesterday, and I thought I should use them a lot more. You
Yeah.
know?
I started to use a couple of them, but it's just like Paul Weller, total god, but wasn't much into the Style Council. But the Jam were brilliant. Yeah,
yeah. My favourite band, Jam and the Crash.
That was a massive arguing point. Who was better, the Clash or the Jam?
It's one of those sort
Well,
of
the
things.
Clash were a drugs man band, and the Jam was a drinking man's band. So it's just like,
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Well, I think the drug of choice in the punk stuff was amphetamine sort of speed. So yeah, probably right there, yeah. No, I just, you know, I might be in a Clash mood one day, I might be in a Jam mood another day.
I just like at the end of the what's it called? At the end of the Joe Strummer's concerts, he would come out and his VIPs, and he'd just play a guitar for them around the campfire.
Yeah. Well, we saw. Actually saw the Clash
Yeah.
in 1981, 1982.
I bet that was brilliant.
Oh, the best gig I've ever seen. It went on for ages.
Yeah.
Every encore, every time they came back, they played about 4 songs.
They come back, play London Calling another 10 times.
And when I found my pictures, we went to the airport
Yeah.
to meet them. I got pictures of the Clash arriving, and Joe Strummer going like, or Mick Jones going like that. I found my pictures the other day.
Yeah.
And he came on stage. This is Adelaide. He goes, "Hello Adelaide, this is London Calling," and then went into London Calling, which was brilliant.
Moondog, I need to buy a guitar where the fingers come with it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. And Chris Agamba is saying, I'm going to the Brighton game Saturday, so may see you there. Whoa.
Yeah.
How are you getting there? If you're doing what you did before and going to Buckhurst Hill, Chris, come here. Because everyone's coming here at 8:30 on Saturday. So come here and see all the Tottenham community. We're all here. And we're now connected because we're both in the Spurs Creatures chat, I think. So give me a message and I'll give you the full deets of when people are getting here. I don't know how you're getting to the game on Saturday, but
I think Rez got a car, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's too many of us to get in everyone's car. Some of us will have to get on the train, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm happy to get on the train because I've done it. Motorhead's a drinking band. 100%. I still feel bad about Lemmy. Lemmy was something else.
Yeah. And he was. Yeah, he collected German war memorabilia, didn't he? I think. Yeah. It's nothing to do with what he felt about it. He just said, "Well, it just looks good," you know. Sort of.
Motorhead were apparently awesome.
And of course, Lemmy sang Silver Machine with Hawkwind.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron is saying the Jam easily better. Clash too many gimmicky tunes. Ooh. Fight.
No, I love them both. Absolutely love them both. I could honestly, the Jam changed my life.
Brad, what's your favourite Bolan song?
Whoa, I love Jeepster. Sort of learned to play it. Love Jeepster. I love the stuff from Electric Warrior and Slider. I said Bolan Boogie earlier on. That was a compilation. Slider, sorry, the next one. Telegram Slam. Obviously, Get It On, Hot Love. I loved it from that era, but I think Jeepster, one of my favourites. I thought they were going a bit. I was never that keen on Metal Guru.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. Don't get me wrong. And Children of Revolution.
Yeah.
And then Solid Gold, Easy Action.
Yeah.
Like a Christmas thing.
Children of the Revolution's probably my favourite.
And easy to play as well. I played.
Yeah.
We did a school disco or dance.
God.
They used to have a thing where people would mime to songs, but we decided to do it live. And
Yeah.
I sang Children of Revolution. I had a top hat like Mark Bolan. I played the bass, and my mate played this acoustic guitar with pickups sort of thing. We had a drummer. But yeah, that was my first ever live performance.
Lemmy was a proper dude, friggin' ahead of his time with his views. Total respect. Speedy guy. He's even said it. Yeah.
Oh, as another song I love. It's on the first album, or the album called T-Rex. A song called Jewel.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. And as a kid, I was so amazed that the guitar solo goes from one speaker to the other.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that's because he's running around the stage, playing his guitar. Probably wrong, but as a little kid, I thought it was brilliant.
I will be driving up to a mate's road near Rodin Valley Station and getting the train from there. You come by here. Rodin Valley is close to here. So,
because you go to Stratford, wouldn't you? Get it from Stratford. Train from Stratford.
yeah. If he's going Rodin Valley, get on the train to Stratford.
Yeah. But wouldn't you get to get to White Hart Lane? Or
go to Stratford, platform 13.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chris, if you want to go by Woodford. I don't know where you'd park in Woodford. You can park somewhere in Woodford, probably. You can park all day. Let us know. Because everyone will be here at 8:30. Always welcome. The Jam, brilliant. Proper working class tunes and love Madness. I've seen Madness a few times.
Madness and the specials and all those Scar stuff. Yeah. Used to skank, as they say, to all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Madness, you really could go mad, jump around like a loony. Yeah, they're brilliant.
If you love Madness, YouTube Nightboat to Cairo at Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Where they do Nightboat to Cairo and all their families come on to dance right at the end. It's all their kids basically because we've sort of grown up with them sort of thing. But that's classic, absolutely classic. And one of those feel good songs.
Yeah, just brilliant. I love Madness.
I met Suggs.
Yeah.
Met Suggs, and I had a Tottenham jumper on as well. He sort of went, "What's that?" You know.
It's the only thing I've got against Madness.
I think he's Chelsea.
Yeah, he is.
Chelsea. Although in the film, take it or leave it, he was Arsenal, which is really weird.
Yeah. There was a metal thrash bar near Southgate. Used to visit there way back in the day. Saw brushed arms to show you. Yeah.
Southgate. I wonder if that was. They used to have a Southgate royalty. Used to be a rockabilly night.
Yeah. Ellie loved Madness, the specials. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, on that note, guys, we are actually going to end the stream. So firstly, Brad, where can we find you usually?
Okay, you can find me in a lot of these streams. Let's Talk Tottenham, Tony Talks Ball, Irish Oxford Fan Show, Spurs Ration TV, and anyone that wants me basically. And if I'm sort of in the mood and available, I'll be on it. And at Brad Hotspur is my Twitter handle.
Yeah.
And I'm hopefully going to have some songs up on YouTube in the next 5-6 weeks, certainly before I go to Australia. So it's not going to be anything brilliant, don't get me wrong. It's going to be me trying to sing and trying to play guitar, but they're my songs, and that's the idea, is to have my songs on YouTube. And I've got a record, and either love them or you don't. So
absolutely brilliant. So yes, thank you all for joining the stream. We will be back here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Should be a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for joining from everywhere. Again, there's a lot of people that have come today.
Click and like, subscribe to this guy.
Like, comment and subscribe as usual. Thank you to Anthony Gray, Views on Spurs. The bottom, especially thank you for your donations, really lovely of you. Mr. Aaron Dove, Mr. Alan Harris, thank you for coming by as usual. Mr. Born to Lose, John Fitzpatrick. Mr. Bob Spur, lovely to see you in here as always, sir. Look forward to seeing you on Saturday, or before then if you come here, it'd be brilliant. Mr. K, lovely to see you as always, Mr. K. Hopefully you get.
Job interview went well.
Yeah. Hopefully to see you soon, Mr. Carl Simpson. Mr. Moondog, thank you for your £8 donation. That's really kind of you. Ellie. This is the problem with thanking all the people. There's too many people to thank now. Mr. Cuva99, thank you, sir, for coming as always. Mr. Chris Agamba, let us know about Saturday. And I think that is everyone. Yes, brilliant. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for
having me, Ben. Thank you for the coffee and the general.
Thank you for coming, Brad, for the chat, because that was one of the easiest streams ever. Oh, sounds like I missed the fun today. Sorry for that. Big up to Jason. Lovely to see you as always. But we were early stream, so we're back at our normal time tomorrow. The only reason I streamed early is because I'm going to the hygienist at 4 o'clock. So I've got to start getting a move on. But Thank you all for joining. We'll be back at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing.
Good night, everyone.